Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is my book, Oh My God, the Son of God, written by myself, Hazel Knight. I will be reading a demo of an introduction on the first few pages of my book. My book is available on Northern Press, Amazon, and iBooks, Apple, and Kindle. Let me know on the comments below if you're interested to read my book, and also subscribe and like my channel. This is a brand new channel by Hazel Knight. Thank you very much. Introduction. The world we live in has many secrets that are meant to stay hidden away, especially from history books that happened after beginning of time, such as Adam and Eve and Moses, God and Jesus Christ, and many millions of other gods from other parts of the world. Origins of religion. Experience taught Stone Age people the difference between what poisoned them and what satisfies their hunger. Their minds gathered empirical realities necessary for survival. Food, water, shelter, fire and stone tools. They did the best they could in drawing conclusions about the world beyond them. They assumed that they were at the center of the universe, which they thought was flat and under the sky. They called themselves the people and saw that strangers were creatures of another sort, less human than they are. They believe that if they ate the flesh of a strong beast, they might acquire its spirits, or if they ate a portion of a body of a leader who had died, they might acquire its special qualities. They assumed that the sun and moon they saw moving across the sky were animated beings, a face of the person they knew and recognized in a particular shapes on the face of a rock associated with the living spirit of the person traveling within that rock. Within a defined difference between spirit and materiality, they believed that in preserving a corpse, they were also helping to preserve the spirit of one who had died. They believed that a body went limp deaf because the spirit that had been within it had left it for the invincible world of the spirits. They felt to melt their ideas of spirits and materiality into a consistent picture of people. People correctly associated their own movement with the will, and they believed that all movement was the product of will. They saw insects as moving by will. They assumed that plants grow because of a will within. They saw the sun, moon, and stars as closer than they really were, as they thought was moving by will. For Stone Age people, will was spirit, and they saw the world as filled with many spirits. Or, to use another word, gods. They saw gods within you and everything that moved. There was a god within the wind, another god within the rivers. A god in the ocean made the waters rush to the beach, and then we retreat. The sun was a god. They saw the reflection in the water and believed that they were seeing was their spirits. People attributed much that happened to the spirits and to magic. Lightning, thunder, rain, and the tides, procreation and fire were all magic, and fire was not only a product of magic, it was a manifestation of spirits. Their views of the world came to them with invented stories. There were stories that were told and accepted without recognition of a difference between fact and fantasy. Every society has had its stories with creation, each with a different twist. Storytelling described the world in a way that they could understand. These were stories of a god having created them out of earth, and a story among others that they had been created from the bark of a tree. An occasional exception to the universal order might be described as the work of a demon spirit, an evil of sorts. These were stories about evil and dread, a story with a threatening demon of some sort, producing more excitement than one without danger. People believed that if gods could perform magic, so too could they. The earliest form of religious ritual was an attempt at magic without intimidation, such as painting a face on the belly of a pregnant woman, in hope that the magic of the drawing would encourage birth. Hunter-gatherers were trying to get by rather than to change the world. They intended to believe the world would always be as the gods had made it. They had no sense of social progress or image of a human capabilities beyond their attributes. The imagination of those who had biological potentials for genius and those of a normal intelligence were limited by their culture. Had it been otherwise, modern society would have appeared much sooner. Frank Smither, Stone Age around 3.4 million years ago, 8,700 BCE to 2000 BCE. There is still water, food, land and sea, way before God and Adam and Eve. Stone Age was way before the birth of Jesus Christ and the false information led by the Bible that God created the world in 6 days and rested on the Sunday. I hope that you have enjoyed my reading as much as I have. So please subscribe and comment and buy my book. You will enjoy it thoroughly.